to the Money Pit with Ted Weisberg here at the Exchange. I always feel, GE, we bring good things to life.
That's right.
Which became so much a part of the advertising and culture in this country. Now, tell me, what do you make of today's announcements?
Well, I think it's refreshing, but the jury is still well out. We'll have to see. Listen, we have suffered. Our clients and myself have suffered with GE like a lot of other folks for a long time.
Why then, I'm curious, why didn't you get out? Why didn't you just take the loss? At some point, hold your nose. I mean, you stayed with it for year in, year out, instead of just saying,
Yeah, well, because we're believers, and we just kept thinking they would figure it out, and clearly we were wrong, and we've added to the position, and clearly,
Well,
it's been a blemish, but luckily there have been other boats in the ship, if you will, that have made up for the GE losses. But I still think they're going to figure it out. Now, perhaps that's Pollyanna, and maybe it won't happen. But I'm betting on management, quite frankly.
So, Flannery, the new CEO, he says he has no ties to the past. But it's interesting, for example, he's selling off the healthcare business. I mean, everybody tells us that healthcare is the big driver in the U.S. economy. It's 24% of the U.S. economy or something. It's a sign of how desperate they must be for cash to pay down the debt, the balance sheet.
Well, listen, I'm not an analyst, and there's no question. Listen, the stock was trading at $12 and $13 for a reason. I mean, they got plenty of problems, but it doesn't mean they can't fix it. It's a huge company, like a giant tanker at sea. You simply can't turn it around on a dime. In the world of NVIDIAs and Facebooks and Amazons, you look at a GE and you figure, why would you even own the stock? But the fact is, there's still a core company there with good divisions, aviation, healthcare, the oil and gas, which was ill-timed when they bought it. But the fact is that business has changed as a business, and so they will benefit from that going forward. I think there are plenty of parts there that are valuable, and he's trying to juggle the company and make it work.
If we take a look at the way in which GE fits into, I mean, it's no longer in the Dow, but if we just look at the Dow overall, I mean, the balance now between industrials, retail, and technology is quite extraordinary.
Well, that's right. But, also people pan the Dow all the time. But if you look at the Dow,
right,
and you look at the S&P 500, the fact is that the daily movements, the weekly and monthly movements, almost mirror each other, in terms of a reflection of what the stock market is doing. So, yes, it's a very limited group of companies, and perhaps they're kind of out of whack with reality, but somehow or other they managed to make it work.
Good to see you, sir.
My pleasure.
In the interest of full transparency, I'm also in with I'm in with GE as well with you. I bought them as well.
Yeah, you look like you've been suffering just like I have.